So welcome back, ladies and gents. Have you been practicing? Yes or no? Have you noticed any difference? Are you able to hold your wee a little bit more? Have you got a bit more time to get to the loo? Do you find that you're breaking wind less often? Do you find that maybe you can poo a little bit easier? Or maybe you've not been doing it long enough yet. It takes time. So we're going to go back to just a little bit of revision. Your pelvis posture is important. You're thinking about the coccyx at the end of this sacrum, your sitting bones and the pubic bone at the front. I'd like you to walk into the first third of the chair. Remember, you can have a pillow behind you, your feet are flat on the floor. Feel you're just sitting on your sitting bones. We always start just with a little bit of relaxation and consciously relaxing those muscles between the legs. So you're visualising the piece of string from the coccyx coming towards the inside of the pubic bone and let it go. Just do a few of these just to warm up that muscle. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Is it getting any easier to find? As you do it, visualise that you're trying to stop yourself from having a poo and a wee at the same time. And let it go. Now, could you try and lift up a little bit more? Today, you're going to try and hold it. Just lift a little bit more. Just breathe and see if you can hold it. Just keep that little lift. It's not your maximal, just a little lift. Can you still hold it, or has it disappeared? And let it go. Now, I personally find that a little bit harder to just keep it that little bit and hold it. You might be brilliant at that. Relax. Relax between the legs again. Relax the neck and shoulders. Breathe. Think about that piece of string from the coccyx towards the inside of the pubic bone. You're trying to lift up from the back passage and the front passage. Think you're trying to stop yourself from having a wee and a trump at the same time. And just hold it there. Breathe. Can you feel it might keep wanting to lower? You have to concentrate on trying to keep that little bit of a lift. And let it go. I'd like you to consciously just have a little rock. Remember, if you don't feel safe, hold on to something. And just feel that you're relaxing that pelvic floor. You're not working it anymore. You're letting it have a rest. Take a breath in. Could you do the same thing, pulling the coccyx towards the front of the pubic bone and let it go? So you're doing it quicker. Feel as if you're drawing up from the back passage, ladies, the centre, gentlemen, and ladies, the front. Let it go. Could you switch it on? Let it go. Switch it on, breathe, let it go. One more, switch it on, let it go, and rest. Move into the back of the chair for me. I'd like you to have a little bit of a breather. Consciously, again, if it helps, close your eyes, you don't have to. Consciously just feel that you're relaxing between the legs. It should not be causing you any issues if you have a prolapse. It should not be causing you any pain. If it is, you discuss that with your healthcare provider. Open eyes when you're ready. And let's walk yourself to the first third of the chair again. So we've got those two pieces of string attached to the inside of the sitting bones. You're drawing those sitting bones closer together, as if the pieces of string that are attached are coming closer together, and you let it go. Do that again. Remember, you shouldn't be coming up and down in your chair. You might feel it at the bottom of your bottom, but you shouldn't feel that your buttocks are really clenching. You're breathing subconsciously. Feel as if those two pieces of string from the sitting bones are coming closer together. Can you draw up more from the back passage? Lift up a little higher this time. Can you lift up a little higher? Are your eyes crossing? And lower it for 3 seconds. Do that again. Please rest if you need to. Let's try this time and think about drawing everything closer together. So all those pieces of string are being drawn together. You're lifting the exits up between your legs. Visualise you're trying to lift the pelvic floor muscles away from the chair and let it go? Can you let it go slower? Doesn't matter if you can't. Rest. Consciously relax the muscles between the legs. Now we're going to work a little bit harder, more for strength. Think of lifting those 3 exits up towards the belly button. Breathe. Remember, rest if you need to. Can you lift it a little higher? And let it go slowly. Rest for me. Take a nice breath in. Feel the pelvic floor just relaxes. You're not pushing down. And just forget about it. So we're going to try strength 1 again. Think of drawing those 3 exits up between the legs. You're drawing up. Try and lift up a little higher. See if you can lift up a little higher again. So you're still trying to really lift up. You're trying to lift up towards the belly button. And slowly let it go. Consciously relax, move into the back of the chair. So there's many different ways of doing the pelvic floor. And I want to try different ways. NHS guidelines say we should be doing 5 of the slower ones and 5 of the quicker ones 3 times a day, 30 a day. If you forget a day, you forget a day. Start the day after. Okay, let's go again. Sitting on your sitting bones, relax the shoulders. Think about lifting up as if you're trying to stop yourself from having a wee, stop yourself from having a trump and let it go. So you're doing it quickly and let it go. So for me, it helps me to think of drawing up and lifting and let it go. For you, a different visualisation might work. Draw up between the legs, let it go. Keep doing it for me. Remember, you shouldn't be coming up and down in your chair. Breathe. We should not feel that we're pulling the tummy in and tensing, but you might feel it low down in the tummy. 1 more, lifting up, let it go. Would you move into the back of the chair for me? And what I would like you to do is to just lean forward slightly, make sure you support it. And consciously, again, just be aware that the pelvic floor is not doing anything. You're not bearing down, you're not pushing out. Take yourself back up, and you have done. So you've done enough for today. Maybe later on, or whenever you're doing this, you could try and just practice a few of them again. I really hope this has helped, and you only get out what you put in. Thank you for spending time, and bye.